I would like to welcome to the Wayback Country Jamboree today a true icon of American country and pop music. This lady has become the most successful recording artist of any female in music genres, with over 200 million recordings during her more than 6-decade career. Please welcome to the show today, Miss Connie Francis.
Hi, Johnny.
Well, it's a pleasure to be talking to you finally. So, if we may go back to 1937, you were born in Newark, New Jersey. Tell us a little bit about your growing up years and tell us about your history of, as a young child, hearing music for the first time.
My father had an out-of-tune concertina that his dad had brought with him on Ellis Island when he came here from Italy.
Okay.
And every night my father would play the music on this out-of-tune concertina. And I grew to love music so much that one day he asked me if I would like to take accordion lessons. I didn't even know what an accordion was.
Okay.
So at the age of three, I began to take lessons, and I gave my first concert at age 4.
Amazing. And what do you remember about that first concert? Anything, or was it too young for you?
No, I remember the applause. It was like the sound from heaven.
Is that right? Yes. And this was not your given name. Connie Francis was not your given name, but it was given to you by the talent scout legend himself, Arthur Godfrey. Would you tell us a little bit about that?
Arthur Godfrey had problems pronouncing Francanero, which was my name.
Okay.
And so he said, why don't we give you a good old easy-to-pronounce Irish name, like, let me see. What about Connie Francis? That's right, we'll call you Connie Francis.
Okay.
I said, oh, Mr. Godfrey, could I be Connie Francanero just for tonight? And tomorrow I'll ask Daddy if he'll let me be Connie Francis.
Exactly, yes. And you recorded, of course, with the late, great Marvin Rainwater on one of your first duets.
Yes, I did.
Now, do you have any memories of Marvin, or what was he like?
He was a really nice man. That's all I remember. I was 17 years old, so it's going way back.
Way back, yes, okay. And getting slowly into the success of your career, you were in 1960, but anyway, your first major success came through a song, Who's Sorry Now?
That's right.
Yeah. And how did you get that song?
Song that my father had been urging me to record for a year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, Daddy, it was written in 1923. The kids on American Bandstand will laugh me right off the show.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, if you don't sing this song, the only way you'll ever get on American Bandstand is if you sit on top of the television set. So finally, I agreed to record Who's Sorry Now. So it took my dad to pick the hit after 9 bomb records.
Okay. And you have recorded in many different genres of music, being one of the most successful female singers of all time. Tell us about your Italian records, if you would.
That again was my father's idea.
Okay.
He wanted me to record an album of all Italian songs, and again I fought him on it. I said, this is America, it's too ethnic, nobody will buy it. And he said, there are 30 million Italians in this country.
Mm-hmm.
If you do this album, you won't be playing the Brooklyn Paramount with Alan Freed, you'll be playing the Copacabana in Las Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
So I listened to him, and I introduced the song Mama from that album on the Perry Como show, and it was on a Wednesday night, and by Sunday night they were scalping tickets to hear me at Carnegie Hall.
Wow, amazing. And when your success came, it really hit heavy.
Well, it was an amazing thing because in December 1957,
mm-hmm.
I was typing and taking shorthand in my Aunt Marie's office. And at the end of 1958, I was named the world's #1 female vocalist. So it was a very heady year.
It sure was. And
Right,
you have also recorded and outsold Elvis Presley 10 times over, have you not?
Oh, no, I never sold as many records as Elvis.
No? Oh, I thought 200 million plus recordings would have been.
Well, Elvis sold more than that.
Did he? Okay. Uh-huh. And if I may ask about one of my personal favorite songs, this is somebody's
Somebody's Fool.
Yes, I get that one and the Dean Martin one mixed up quite a bit. Would you tell us about your song there?
That song I recorded, it went to number one in the United States, and I recorded it in German.
Yes.
And my idea is to introduce American music to Germany, to Europe. So it became the number one song of the year in Europe, and it won Radio Luxembourg's Golden Lion Award for the top song. It was the first time it had ever been won by a non-European.
Yes. And it's a true icon in your legacy, and one that you'll forever be remembered for. What does that song mean to you personally?
Well, it was my first number one song, and it did introduce American music to Germany and to the rest of Europe, so it was a very significant song. And the recording company promoted the success of the record by leasing the ship, the United States. And we had a big party on there, and they invited every star and every reporter and every disc jockey from all over Europe to go on this 3-day sail on the United States to celebrate the success of that song.
And it really, it's truly a standard by American country and pop music, really. And you have recorded with many country singers in your own right. One of these was in 1964 on a Country Legends, Hank Williams and Connie Francis duet album titled Sing Great Country Favorites. What was this like to sing with Hank Jr.?
It was great. He was only 19 years old, and I really enjoyed it. I loved his father's repertoire of songs, and so I was really eager to record this album with Hank.
Yes, I see.
Hank Jr.
And I held it in my hand as we were talking here, and there's some great songs on there for sure.
Yes, I know.
Yeah. And you being a pioneer of both pop music and country in many ways, what has been the biggest change in these two styles of genres since your early days?
Today?
Yeah.
I can't even identify with the music today.
Exactly, I know. It's very true.
Well, as I said, I can't identify with it.
No, okay. And you had a period in which you retired. Would you tell us a little bit about coming back onto the scene in music?
I don't know what period you're talking about, because I was known as the comeback kid. I had a lot of comebacks.
Yes, but I'm talking about the personal... I don't know if you want to talk about it or not, it's up to you, but what happened to you that night in the hotel?
Yes, I was raped at knife point.
Yes.
At a hotel, and I defined my life. That was the definitive point of my life. I think of my life in terms of before that happened and after that happened.
Exactly, yes, I understand that. And so that's totally understandable if you don't want to talk about that. And you have been called the most successful female recording artist of all time. What does that title hold to you?
It's very important to me that
yes.
people still write me and like my music, especially now that we have things like Alexa and Pandora, and my music can be heard everywhere.
And all over the world, that's for sure. And I guess in closing, my last question for today is, how would Miss Connie Francis like to be remembered both personally and professionally?
I just want to be remembered. I hope I did okay.
And you sure did. And we'll forever remember the songs Where the Boys Are and Lipstick on My Collar and all those. And talking about lipstick on your collar, where did that ever come from?
A fellow named George Goering brought the song to my house one night, and I didn't even have to listen to the song. I said, it's a hit title. The song has to be pretty bad for the song not to be a hit with that title.
Exactly. And it was a hit. That's for sure, yeah.
It was the first rock and roll song by a female artist to hit the top 10.
Amazing, And where did Where the Boys come from originate?
Neil Sedaka and Harry Greenfield wrote that.
And I want to thank you also for all the autographs that you've signed for numerous people over the years, including myself.
Oh, my pleasure. My pleasure.
It's been a pleasure. Talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
God bless you. Bye-bye.